Ooh, what's good? My name is Axotol, and today we're going all the way back from like 6 months old series. Back to doing the starting classes. We do have two left to finish off, and that would be the Confessor and the Wretch. Today we are doing the Confessor, and from the look of it, I also haven't played in quite a while, so disclaimer, if it's bad, it's gonna be pretty bad. We won't kill anyone too crazy, but hopefully it should be totally fine. So this guy does indeed have, it looks like a sword and shield, as well as 14 faith, balanced strength and dexterity, some, yeah, all-around character with a little bit of what's the word, focus on faith. So this dude's name is Tenfuge. His name is Tenfuge. Blood type young, blah blah blah. Alright, so for the keepsake, I'm pretty sure there's two different options you want to grab. Two for sure, maybe three, and definitely not pick up the other ones. So Crimson Amber Medallion is decent enough to pick up. Golden Seed is probably the best one. It gives you an extra charge of your heals. You know, pretty important. Fanged Imp Ashes is also okay. It's not the best and you can't use it right away, so keep that in mind. Stone Sword Key you can pick up, and you can go into the early dungeon. I'll show you when we get there. It's not exactly the best, but it is definitely something something spooky. And then the last three is just or last four, I guess, is just not to worry about it. But we are picking up the Golden Seed, and I mean, the appearance doesn't matter. So like before, we will skip as much as we can in terms of cutscenes. It's also been a while since I've just recorded a video to begin with. In general, that's not the right button. Ooh, buddy, I gotta get used to some stuff, you know. Oh, it's not a thrust. Alright, so we got parry, we got block, dodge roll. Can we do the kick? Oh, there's no kick in this game. That's right. Alright, so our spells, if we go to equipment, I lied. If we go to inventory, we can go over this way. So we got urgent heal, you know, heals a small amount of HP, solid enough. Silent footsteps, reduces fall damage and sound, assassin's approach. That is pretty interesting. It's practically useless, I'm not gonna lie. But it's weird that he starts off with it. Tarnished Wizen's Finger, it's PV, well, it's multiplayer stuff, so we won't mess with it. Oh, that's right, I can crouch. Feels good to be back in this game. Okay, hold on. Crouch, bam. Okay, so we can't do anything. Triangle is interact, not triangle. Camera controls, blah blah blah. Great. So you can indeed kill this man. He's coming up right here. It is not the worst idea. If you do get him, you do get a straight sword, unique straight sword that only drops from this guy. However, if you die to him, you won't be able to come back until much later in the game. So keep that in mind when you do fight him. But it doesn't hurt to try. And try we shall. What's good? We dodged his thing. Oh, and we're dead. Ooh. Stamina. Shield broken. Dead. Not dead. We're dead. Okay. Okay. It's not so bad. I have done it before, way back when. Again, there'll be a link to the video in the description, as well as, you know, it's in the starting class tutorials. So, because I have not played this game in quite a long time, we'll probably head through the the Cave of Knowledge. It is worth going through. You do get a gesture at the end that is up there. That you got to go all the way around and outside and all over the place. But if you don't want to go through the Cave of Knowledge, you can head right there, because once you finish the cave, you do end up again out there, and then you drop down and go out that way. But I'm a nerd, so we're gonna do it. Falling attacks. That is not a plunging attack. It's right trigger for the plunge attack. Yikes. Alright, so this is a bonfire or a site of grace for you non-Souls players. Basically, it's just a checkpoint. Refreshes everything. It refreshes all of the enemies in the area that aren't unique. They also had this. This is definitely new. I don't remember that being in the game. But that is what the golden seed does. If you go here at a charge, you can put it in. And as you look at the bottom, we have 4 flasks of red and 1 flask. Usually you start out with 3 red and then 1 blue, but once you picked up the golden seed, we're good to go. Lock on. Easy. Sorceries. We don't have any offensive spells, so keep that in mind. I guess we can cast this, huh? Oh man. I make no noise. Backstab. Booty. Beautiful. Dodging. I gotta get good with parrying as well. I'm just gonna do Dark Souls stuff. Not Dark Souls stuff. Look at that punk up there. He's just gonna sit there and shoot you with a crossbow. What a loser. What a nerd. This man has a shield. You can't use shields, it's cheating. Hold on. Oh no, stop it. Ooh. Ooh. Right. We can do that. That's the guard break, I think. So any of those messages that pop up, you can go into your inventory. If you go all the way at the end, you have literally everything that shows up here as well. So pretty good, pretty good. Backstep, blah blah. Alright, whatever. You can indeed kick in this game, but you need to have both empty fists, and we... Oh, you can do it with an incantation. Interesting. And that kick will do a ton of stamina damage if the enemy is guarding, so it's good to know. You can also two-hand your weapon. There's no point in two-handing because it doesn't one-shot. So, also a plus. What's up, nerd? You're back, I see. Can we backstab you? Oh, we can. Get dunked on. Kiddo. And this is the map. Oh, gestures are over here. Okay. What's up? Skills. We can parry. That is the skill for the shield. I guess I should go over that real quick. Yeah. So the shield has parry. You can get a critical hit in if you do parry the enemy at the correct timing. The broadsword has square off, so if we go like this, you hold the skill button, which is right trigger or R2 on consoles. If you can hold it down, you press left or light attack, it'll do that. If you press right attack, it'll lunge forward. It also does quite a bit of stamina damage if it's got anything to do with the Souls games. Again, I've just like reinstalled the game, so may not be the best right away. Boom. Sick. I think all we have left is one more dude and then the boss. Stance breaking, there we go. This is what you want. So you can hold for the charge attack, or you can do the jumping R2, which is faster. It does have some iframes to an extent. And it lets you do that, apparently. My god. That's wild. So yeah, all in all, pretty good. This is a statue of America. This acts as a like pseudo bonfire. Basically, if you die, you have the option to respawn here at any of those statues that you find out in the world. So, all right, first boss. Let's get this bread. Can I parry him? Do I try? Should be able to. Ho 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 ho! Big. Oh no! Okay, I refuse to die. I didn't die to this dude before. I'm not starting now. Especially because, you know, ton of damage. I messed up. I'm pressing the wrong button to dodge too, which is not good. Oh no. No, I refuse. You can't kill me. Fine, we're just R1. So I am a bit rusty. But you can just, you know, R1 to kill him. You do get some souls out of it, or runes, or whatever the heck they're called in this game. And here we are, back at the start. So you can pick this up. It's a gesture, strength. I don't know what that means. And here we are, next bonfire. Is it right here? I think we have to move a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta move a little bit right here. So, bonfires, again, they do refill your flasks, but they also respawn all of the non-essential enemies. So that boss won't respawn, but all the other enemies in that cave will. If you did pick up the stone sword key, you can put it in here. Then it'll let you go on that way. I don't recommend it, at least until you like beat the first lord of this area or of the game. You'll know exactly what I mean when you get there. This is some more co-op stuff, and up we go out into the beautiful world that is Elden Ring. Absolutely magnificent. So this guy that we're coming up to is the one that calls you maidenless, and where all the memes have come from. But always pick up the grace first. Always, 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 always pick up the grace. Blah blah, map stuff, easy peasy.
Yes. Come to the of course you. Unfortunately for you,
We're maidenless.
However,
That's true.
you are maidenless. Without guide, you are
Absolute savage. So you can kill him like right here. He'll probably fight back and, you know, actually like one-shot you. But if you don't, most of the NPCs that are non-hostile, they will have some kind of quest line, or they're worth something, or they have something to offer in value. If we go right here, summoning pools, this is where the lot of the co-op stuff takes place. Maybe in dueling as well for PvP. If you heard that, that's my bones cracking. Joints. You do have to interact with the statue itself in order to apply the effect. Alright, so this guy over here, the big boy, as a new player, don't even look at him. Just follow me, walk over this way, pick up this plant. Stab the goat. Make sure you're you know, stealth, quote unquote stealth, because that guy will mess your day up. However, if you want to giga chat it, go ahead and fight him now. It'll teach you it'll pound the basics of the game into you, and you'll probably fight this guy for like 2 hours plus. But once you're finished with him, the rest of the game will, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easier, but it'll definitely prepare you for the rest of the game. But if you're a coward like me, or you don't want to waste 2 hours trying to fight him, you can come over here, Church of Ella, or LA, whatever the heck it's called, pick up the Lost Grace. You can also fast travel once you have multiple graces. You can come over this. Can I fast travel from here? I can. Okay, so you can just fast travel off your map. That's Santa Claus. Pretty good. Over here, you can pick this up. And until you get to a unique area, this anvil is the only way to upgrade your items. But you can only upgrade them to a certain extent. So, You know.
Tarnish, and I can also that you're not.
Alright, we're gonna skip through all this stuff. It's Kale. In terms of what to buy, this is very important. Buy the telescope, it is pretty good. Buy the crafting kit. Crafting kit should be your priority. Telescope should be your next priority. And then the cookbooks. Also down here you can get notes and they'll tell you some good stuff here and there. Really important stuff actually. So I do recommend picking it up. It gives you things like enemy weaknesses. Things like, you know, legendary items, which are like hyper rare. Hyper rare and probably is a staple mechanic within the game, right? I'm talking like, you know, your healing flask staple mechanic level of importance. So keep that in mind. Make sure you pick up these Erd leaves as well. That is very important for co-op stuff. That skull right there, pretty important. We'll come back to it though. Can I parry you? The answer is no. Parry! Dang, what are the timings? Come on. I will parry you. No, I'm not. Oh, come on, bro. Uh-oh. Well, I guess we're not parrying. We are also 1 HP. Oh! Forgot they changed it. Okay, so. These glowing skulls, you will see them out in the world. If you hit them, they'll break open. You can pick it up and you get a golden rune. And that gives you a little bit of the souls currency that's used within the game. So pretty important. I guess not important, but you know, it does add up over time. If you want to use it, you do have to go into your inventory and use it individually. So keep that in mind as well. Just come up here, backstab this guy. Boom. Alright, so over here is a scarab. Right? Or I guess it's like a huge, like, mythical dung beetle, you know? They will run away from you. However, if you kill them, notice our flask is at 2. I guess right here it tells you. The red ones will refill your healing. There's blue ones that will refill your mana. And there's some that gives unique spells. I don't know about weapons. And then there's also some that give upgrade materials. So there's a Statue of America right here, which means if you go in there and die, you can respawn there, or you can respawn back at the church or whatever bonfire you last rested at. However, we're going to completely ignore that and go over here, because this bonfire is the most important one in the game. Is that correct? I don't know. Probably the most important one. So we go over here first. Ba-doop. This is where Millennia is. This is where you get the access to actually level up your character, and you also get Torrent, your mythical steed. Again, we're gonna skip through all of this. It also makes the world nighttime. Pretty cool. Don't worry, you can refuse. Don't worry, you can accept it later if you go back into the bonfire. There'll be a little thing you can interact with. So the spectral steed whistle is very important. So the bonfire, you know, you do have the ability to level up now. Right, and then you can, you know, level up what you want. If you want to min-max, then I recommend looking some weapons up first, or looking up like different types of builds. If you pick this character, I'm telling you now, you're gonna want to level into faith and either strength or dexterity, or some mix in between. But we're not gonna level anything up because I don't know, I'm built different. Alright, so it did show something about the pouches. So what you can do is instead of going down here and putting torrent right here, you can actually go over to this right side where it says your pouch, and any of these top 4 items, you will get a quick menu in your inventory. So what I like to do, do not use that. So I like to come over here, switch it, and apply the spectral steed whistle. So instead of switching down through here and, you know, trying to call your horse in the middle of a fight by accident, you can hold the interact button and it'll bring up a different menu down there, and you can just click the one button. I don't know what it is on PC because I use the controller, even though I do play on PC. And here he is. Torrent are the bestest boy, and we can double jump. However, the fall damage with him is kind of wonky, and if you want to dismount, just sneak and you'll jump and blah 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 blah. Alright, so this is the first place I recommend you going, because not only is there the bonfire, there's also a very important item that makes life a heck of a lot easier when you're trying to figure out where the heck you are going, and that would be the map. So as you can see, our map is literally non-existent. We do have some pathways, we do have some markers, but come over this way. Make sure you stealth, because there's a guy that will alert the entire camp, and then you're gonna have to fight like 8 different people, and that's not good. 8 different people plus some wolves, you know? I don't think you want that. So we do go over this way, right? Fight this guy. 4 hits, pretty solid for a straight sword. You can fight this guy. I suck at parrying, man. Don't try and parry shield bashes, by the way. It's not gonna work out well. Oh boy, come on. Ah, partial. I don't know the timings for anything anymore, so I'm gonna have to learn that on my own. But it is pretty useful. Over here we get another item. Again, not entirely the best, but it is a flail. Over there is a bonfire. You can see the little glowing sparkle effects. So you can hit that if you want, but I don't recommend going to it just yet. This guy does not have the horn, but it is good to backstab him. Anyway, you do increased damage on enemies that are not aware of your presence. So this guy that's walking back and forth is the one that you want to stealth kill, because he will call his friends and, you know, ruin your day. So instead, you come back here, backstab the crap out of him. Probably will alert that guy, but that's fine. Okay, I think that was a good parry time, but he straight up missed, unfortunately. Alright, so here we are. This will always spawn, I don't know about always, I'm not 100%, but it will always spawn in front of a pillar to some extent. And this brown little, like, pillar marking on the map, it's hard to see. That's where it will mark whenever you do pick up a map. But here we go, we got a map. Bam. Now it's a whole lot easier to tell where you are and what you're doing. So, pretty good, pretty good. So you also have these butterflies. You can pick them up. They are important for crafting specific items. So, you know, do that. Let's get this guy's aggro. Usually this is my arch nemesis in this short series. This guy usually kicks my behind. Aw, darn. Oh, buddy. Calm down. Usually do that, you know? I'm gonna heal up because I don't trust him. Man, imagine aiming? Man can't aim a spear? Uh-oh. Ooh, ouch. I pressed the wrong button. Come on. You're not killing me today. Oh my gosh, there's a wolf. That would have been so bad. He's looking at me funny too. That wolf. I'm scared of that wolf. Ouch. Oh no. Oh no. We're gonna heal. Oh, okay, just in time. Messed up. Get easy backstab. There we go. You can try parrying him if you want. I think it's gonna be pretty difficult to parry him, but you know, to each their own. All right. As well as for the important items, I believe there is only one left down here. Yes, in the wolf camp. I believe you can run down here and the enemies will not follow you, so that is a plus. Just come down here, open the thing up, bada bing, bada boom. You're almost good to go. And bam, we get the whetstone knife. We also get storm stomp. Very important. It lets you change your skills of your weapons at the bonfires. So pretty important. Thing about torrent, you know, you can slash away. You can't do specific movements, but it is, you know, it is mounted combat. You can also jump off and, you know, do any of your jumping abilities to some extent. So here we are, Grove Side Cave. We are going to fight Azula. No, not the lady from Avatar. But my dude looks so dead inside. He's so dead inside. Look at him. Look at him. Oh my god. Alright. So usually, you can get a torch. There's also a couple, there's actually a lot of wolves. Wolves are pretty difficult. I don't have anything to throw at him. Knock, knock! It is I, the biggest boy. Come on. Come on. Oh, buddy. Alright. Do we one-shot the wolves if we one-handed? Oh, this guy is kind of beefy compared to the rest of his wolves. Nope. All right, we don't one shot. You want to one hand. Oh no 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 no! You fool! That's the wrong button. Yikes! I can't see anything. Don't worry. So there are torches in the game. Oh no. Okay, we didn't die. There are torches in the game. There's also lanterns, which you do not have to hold, so you can block as well as attack while having the extra light. Cracked pot, pretty important crafting item. It's a semi-infinite resource to some extent. There's a few wolves here still, so you know. If you do level up, I do recommend putting a like point into strength. And then if you two-hand the weapon, you probably can kill. If you put a, oh no, I think if you put a point into strength, because if you point a point into dex, you're not gonna get a lot more damage. So put a point into strength, you'll be able to one-shot these wolves if you two-hand your weapon. All right, boss time, easy. This boss you can parry. You can also backstab. Fishing for backstabs is probably the easiest thing, but you know. Uh-oh. Oh, buddy. Right there. After he slams down on that attack, easiest backstab of your life. Just make sure you just kite him out. You know, be patient. Right here, this is the combo we're looking for. He goes up, and then you roll into him. Easy backstab, easy backstab. You can get a charged heavy off too, you know. Oh, hey, there we go. We got a parry. Parry lets you do a ton of damage. Not every enemy can be parried, but the ones that are can be very heavily abused. I recommend learning on someone else though. Definitely not this guy, because he will mess your day up. You can do the combo? Nope. That slam down, also very vulnerable. Very easy to do the thing, and then you just finish him off with R1s. Alright, that was Azula. We get the Flame Drake Talisman. You can put it here if you don't have the Crimson Medallion. Crimson Medallion is better. This one does practically nothing for you. So, you know, keep that in mind. And then sometimes this thing will spawn after you kill the boss, and it'll let you return to the entrance of the dungeon, especially if there's no way out without walking back. So, pretty good. Alright. So this guy does not have crazy good armor. Not that armor matters a crazy amount to begin with, but the armor's, you know, it's doable. The broadsword is pretty solid. I'm not a fan of the heavy R2. The charged R2 is a sweep and not a stab, which is unfortunate. Sealed Finger is the catalyst. The spells he starts off with are pretty friendly. You know, he starts off with a small heal, which, you know, like, why wouldn't you heal, right? As well as the Silent Footsteps, which can help in some extent, especially sneaking around the Knight's camp. The shield is pretty solid. It's got 50% guard boost, which is really good. I mean, it's not really good, but it's pretty good. It is 100% physical damage negation, which is really good for a starting shield, which means you won't take any damage at all from physical attacks whenever you block. I mean, other than that, his spells are whatever, honestly. He's not a bad character to start out with. Very, very good if you want to dabble into Faith. So I do recommend, if you want to do Faith, Faith Hybrid, or, you know, if your main focus is melee, but you also want some Faith, I recommend doing this guy. If you want to go into full Faith, you can also do this guy. It's totally fine. But Faith builds usually are hybrid to some extent. They're not as spammy or combo-y as the intelligence spells. So, usually you're going to be using a weapon of some kind if you're going to be using Faith. But that being said, definitely one of the friendlier starting classes. The shield is really good. It's very easy to progress and learn as a new character. So yeah, pretty simple. I do hope you enjoyed watching it. It has been a while since I've even recorded anything. I do stream live, twitch.tv/notaxotol, so check me out there whenever I do stream. If I stream. But yeah, I do recommend this guy. Very friendly, new player oriented. New player friendly, that's the term. Also, you can dabble in spells, which I do recommend in this game. Spells are pretty game breaking to some extent. And yeah, really fun. And on that note, my name has been Axotol. This has been the Confessor starting class in Elden Ring. I do thank you for joining me very much. So make sure you drink some water and get some sleep. I'll be here when you tune in next time. Doubly so. Make sure you get some sleep, man. Like, what are you doing? I actually messed out my own outro. Oh my god. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.